Hey LEGO builders, welcome back to the channel, Brick System Brothers. I'm Nathan Masters. I want to do a quick tutorial about how to go from a digital designer file like this, clock tower, to a parts list where you can tell, a list of the parts that you need and how many, what color, all that good stuff. We're going to look at how to do that right here with an exported file, and we're also going to look at how to do it with Rebrickable. But let's go back to Digital Designer and start here. So there's two ways to export a parts list, and it will give you two different things. The first one is up in File, Export BOM, which stands for Bill of Materials. And this will create a workbook with all of your parts in that file. So I'm going to save it in my digital model folder right here. And then I'll open up my digital model folder, and here it is, an Excel file, train station clock tower. If I open this up, bring this into the screen, we can see we've got each row has a unique part, and then each column has some information. So column A has the brick, so this will be the part ID. Column B has the name, brick 1 by 1. Column C has a picture, which can be helpful to tell at a glance which part you have. Column D has the part. This is the actual number of the part, so this is the same number for every color. This number is different for every color. E has the color code, which is actually broken now in LDD because it hasn't been updated, but this used to be relevant when you exported stuff to LEGO to buy, which doesn't work anymore. And column F has the quantity. So, for example, on the first row, I have a light gray 1 by 1 with 10 quantity. The next row down is a white 1 by 1 with 1 quantity. And for every unique part in your model, it will put that on a new row, and you have that as an Excel file, like that. Adds it up for you as well for 130 parts. Okay, let's go back to LDD. That's one way to do it, straight to an Excel file, which you can print out. Another way to do it is to go to the building guide mode and just skip ahead to the end of the whole thing. You can use this to build something with the arrows in your browser to kind of see what steps you're going to want to take, and it animates it for you. It's pretty slick. But what we want to do is generate this HTML in this corner, and so I'll go back to that same folder here, LDD, and export. And I just did this, so I'm going to overwrite it. It will work its way through generating this step-by-step instructions for you, and then create an HTML that you can open up. So the opening page is kind of the cover image, and then basically it does step-by-step. If you go all the way to the end, it shows you the parts list here as well. So same order here, 10 light gray, 1 white, and our material name is still messed up here as well. Alright, so that's how you can get it in HTML, and then you can print it from here straight to your printer or to a PDF. If we go to Rebrickable, and if you don't know what Rebrickable is, I'm not going to cover all that right now. Just go to your account, go to your parts list. So that's what this page is right here for me. You're going to say add a new parts list, and then import or delete parts. And what you want to do is use the drag and drop inventory. So I can actually go from here, select a file, LEGO digital models LDD. There it is. So I'll upload this. LXF is a digital designer type file, and click on append parts. And that should load everything up. It does have some warnings down here for me. I had to change a few things over, so the old parts get updated automatically. It'll try to fix it for you, and if it can't, it'll tell you there's an error. So it's usually pretty good about fixing that kind of thing. We'll close this out, and now we can see we have a list of all those pieces here in Rebrickable. Okay, so after I refresh the page here, you can export parts, and you can make a grid or a table. And I did another video about how this can be helpful in how you print those. So once you have it in Rebrickable, there's a lot of ways to manipulate the parts here as well. So that's it's actually 3 different ways that you can get a parts list from an LDD file, and of course you can always go back to the original file and work on that some more. But this little clock tower will be coming up in another video. I'm going to talk about using the hinge tool on another video coming up on the channel. So stay tuned for that. And if this was helpful for you guys, would appreciate it if you subscribe. We'll be doing more tutorials, and of course anything related to Lego you can find here on Brick System Brothers, and we'll see you later.